Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with Pitted Blue on GTA 5, who is going to steal a car. Parks up, minding his own business. AI car comes along, uses his vehicle as a ramp, and ends up upside down. Well done. Indeed, that's just impressive skill there from the AI driver to manage to roll it there, who then promptly gets out and runs away. The Lord on GTA 5 is racing down these hills, and another player at a fire engine comes across the junction. However, the fire engine comes out considerably worse. It does land on its wheels and keep going. However, collision between a fire engine and a race car, you would expect the fire engine to win, but apparently not. Kazakh's 97 is trying to get away from the police helicopter giving chase, shoots at it, does manage to take out the pilot. However, the helicopter comes for a wrench, crash lands next to him, managing to roll the police cars 3 rolls off an exploding helicopter. Well played indeed. Roscoe H12 on Forza Horizon 3 runs wide into a corner as we come up towards a jump. Takes a lot more speed than the quite cowardly AIs. Lands on the roof of the Lancia, escorts the Lancia to a snowbank and then rolls the Delta S4 over. Yeah, not going well for that poor Lancia. Is Bragg on Horizon 3 racing through the jungle, runs a tad wide, clips a bank, and that's enough to send the Evo for a roll. However, it doesn't quite know when to end the roll as it continues to spin around, and physics just generally gets unhappy with it. Speaking of rolls, I'm Queasy on Forza Horizon 3 racing at Blizzard Mountain, going too wide, where both him and the Bronco touch in midair, much as we saw a Gurkha roll down a hill a week or two ago. This time, it is a Manx. Not quite as long a roll. The Bronco actually gets on its wheels pretty quick. Not quite as long a roll from the Manx, but does manage to land it. Bayonetta GC on Forza Horizon 3 racing at the airport. This, one of the most dangerous tracks for racing, with some of these nasty bumps, and sure enough, loses the back end of his car and doesn't quite make the checkpoint. However, the AI are throwing a side bowler at him. It's not a sight you want to see when you've just spun round trying to get a checkpoint. It's a bowler barreling along on its side towards your face. On to Need for Speed Most Wanted again, trying to get away from the police. Can't quite get into this garage. Ends up carrying not enough speed to make the jump. Launches the Ford through the air and then lands it on a wall, and the Ford is going nowhere. Yeah, not the best plan for getting away from the police. They will find you up there, and you will be busted very quickly. X-Row on Mafia 2 is enjoying the motorway, has a look behind, doesn't quite judge it right with the truck, bounces off it ever so slightly, and then we're off past the railing, and yeah, not the greatest piece of driving, just the smallest of bumps on the back of the truck, and now the car has not only fallen off the overpass, but also stuck on a roof. On to Need for Speed Underground 2 next, with a Peugeot that decides to go for space. Smallest of nudges send the Peugeot up into the air, does come back down, and it isn't just the Peugeot that's having issues. As we round another track, there is an MX-5 flying through the air, this time not even caused by the player, it just gets sent airborne. On to Watch Dogs 2 next, with a Weird who is, well, as you do, trying to blow up some vehicles. However, the vehicles are behaving very peculiar, as he shoots a van, and the van vanishes, and then so does the pickup, and the next car. Rather than catching fire, explode. I don't know what gun this is, it's a stupidly powerful one. Now they're just turning into other cars at the moment. I don't know what's going on with the vehicles in this game. A couple of them caught fire, one has actually exploded. The bus stays there, and it's not just with that very powerful sniper rifle. Some explosions, and sure enough, 2 cars that should have been exploded by that, just completely, like the bodies of the people are still there, but the cars have teleported out. There's some interesting safety mechanics. It's good for the safety of the cars. The people, not quite so much, and another 2 vanished as well, although with the electrical grenades, that doesn't quite affect them in the same way. You can still break them like that. That's Mudkip on Ultimate Blister is doing a race with the crazy fast. Caterham's not the easiest of things to get off the line, gets it a little too much sideways, and then a tap from the car behind is enough to send it over almost immediately. They haven't even got to the start-finish line, and you've rolled from a from a race. That's pretty good going to have rolled so quickly. They might have just made it past the start-finish line. Either way, from on board, the car that started behind him, yeah, just gets the car slightly sideways at an inopportune moment, and all it needs is the tiniest of assistance from that vehicle behind to launch it on to there. So you can see even the AIs have a little bit of trouble getting the car started with some crazy wheel spin, and there we go across the track and upside down. Yeah, very, very, very quick roll in a race. And finally, we have Sparky also on Automobilista racing in the Formula Trucks, and the AIs having all sorts of issues at this corner. Most of them run wide, but do make it through. The player then has to stop and witness the I don't know what's going on, the Formula Truck Ballet, I think. We've got a practice session. For whatever reason, they're just stuck doing donuts. Some are in the grass, some in the road. Strange things, AIs, sometimes. However, that is going to be it for this video, guys. As ever, if you have clips you would like to submit to this series, then you can via our forums. There will be a link in the description. At the very top of the page is the FailRace clip submission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. However, that's going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.